Try again. No tea. Never mind. Hello fellow YouTubers. It's Monday, August 20. Quite cold. It's been cold all day. We've had a cold southwesterly blowing. And haven't done a real lot today, but I had a lousy night. I just couldn't get to sleep. Well, I sort of must have gone to sleep and woke up. Anyhow, we all have those sort of things happen, don't we? We do, yes. So I sort of slept in a bit, but that's okay. I've got no schedule. Yes, I know, I've said that many times before. So anyhow, this afternoon, my wife wanted to go to Bunnings again. Yes, wanted to go down to Bunnings. And she wanted to get some more plants. And so a couple of rolls of self-adhesive paper, you know, the sort of stuff you put on things to dress them up a bit. You know the sort of stuff I'm talking about, don't you? Yes. Well, she got something else too. No, she didn't. No, just the plants. And then when we got back to the car in the Bunnings parking lot, she said, "Do you want to go to Subway?" Well, I didn't want to go to Subway. I didn't really want to go to Subway, but I thought, well, why not? We'll go to Subway. But at that time, it was around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, a lot of traffic. But I thought, okay, we'll go to Subway and get a Subway. Well, we did, and it turned out to be very tasty. Got one of those foot-long ones. And very, very tasty. I had half for dinner. Well, it was an early dinner because we had it virtually as soon as we got back from Bunnings. And I put the other half in the fridge and I will have it later. What I like to do is to bung it in the toaster oven. Put a little bit of butter on both sides. Very, very nice. Makes it even tastier. Anyhow, I'm going on, aren't I? Yes, I got something on here, but I don't like the look of it, to tell you the truth, and I got nothing to cover it. Never mind. Something funny happened yesterday. Well, you know, not sort of funny, ha funny, you know, but just funny. My wife was out in the yard and she had these two rocks that she thought was sandstone. And I'm here in the shed and she came to the door and said, "Can you give me a hand to split these two rocks?" Well, I saw those rocks and I just went, "You want to split those rocks? It's not going to happen." I said, they're river rocks. They're hard. I mean, they are really hard. I could shoot one with a 243 80 grain pointed soft point and all it did was just blow a piece out, a small piece. I said, anyhow, no sense me telling her. You know what women are like, don't you? Oh, yes, you try and tell them something, but they don't listen. Once they get a bee in their bonnet, they won't listen. So I said, well, okay, here's the hammer, and here's a chisel. I haven't got a bolster. You can try it on the chisel. I said, it's not going to work. And here's a pair of safety glasses. So off she goes. Totals off. Of course she couldn't. She couldn't split them. She said, but this one just... I dropped it on the ground and it separated. I said, yes, well, sometimes you get rocks that have got a rift in them. And they do just separate. You know, drop on the ground, they just split. But these weren't going to go that way. Oh, no. So anyhow, she had to be satisfied with keeping them whole. Well, there I go. I've gone on again, haven't I? Holy smoke. Well, people are enjoying my readings from simple things. But I'm going to give you a little reading, a short reading. And it's simple things that are akin to all children. Stupid things as well. They can often lead moments of sheer exasperation for their parents, or one parent in particular. I'd had my tonsils out, and I'd been convalescing at home for a few days, and Mum took me along on a shopping excursion to Sydney. Now, we lived not very far from Sydney, I think about 6 train stops west of Sydney, and it was a short walk to Railway Stanmore railway station. Then we had a train ride, and clackety-clack, clackety-clack, clackety. Oh, it's music to a child's ears, the sound of the clackety-clack of the wheels on the tracks. And out to Central Station. And then off on foot through the city centre. And like all kids, I was inquisitive. Everything I saw, I would ask about. Everything I saw, I wanted to touch. To feel. And sometimes put in my mouth. I wasn't thinking about the consequences of such a simple thing as putting something like a metal clothes hanger hook into my mouth. In fact, I wasn't thinking at all. I was just reacting. It was just there at my feet and I simply picked it up and started playing with it. I ran both hands over its smooth surface and liked the feeling of it against my skin. And suddenly, just like any 3-year-old who has a hold of something that feels good, made the most natural, instinctive progression without hesitation from hand to mouth. Easy, no problem whatsoever. My mother was searching through a series of clothes racks only a few steps away, oblivious to what was going on. She knew where I was, but she didn't know what I was doing, even though she was constantly lifting her head just to check that I hadn't wandered off. I guess she must have only seen the top of my head and, of being satisfied, returned to the job at hand, totally unaware to the drama that was about to unfold. I ran my tongue along the curve of the hook and quickly realised I didn't like the taste. I didn't like it at all. It made my tongue tingle, like dozens of tiny pinpricks. Yuck! So I attempted to pull it out. Unfortunately, the curve of the hook had somehow managed to wedge itself against the roof of my mouth. Hello, the weather report's on. Evidently there might be some rain and off. I'm going to pause and I'll be back. Yes, it looks like by the weekend we will be having some good falls inland where they need it. So, fingers crossed, I hope. I hope the forecast is spot on. I'm sorry about that brief interlude, but I just wanted to know what's going on with the weather. It's going to be cold tonight. Now, where was I? Unfortunately, the curve of the hook had somehow managed to wedge itself against the roof of my mouth, with a tiny portion of the short stem resting hard against my upper gum through the gap in my 2 front teeth. Glug, glug. I meant to call out, "Mum!" but all I could manage was glug, 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 glug. I was in a panic now. Tears cascaded down my cheeks as I doubled over, gagging, stamping my feet, trying in vain to pull this damn thing out of my mouth. Ah! I screamed. My mother was at my side almost immediately, and it was the mother I didn't want to see. The mother who was frantic. The mother who was furious. The mother who would slap the legs right out from under you when you did something bad. Something stupid. Something bad, stupid, and silly. Silly boy. How could you do something like this? People gathered about as my mother made ready to remove the object of my fascination from my mouth, looking on with concern and disdain and sheer fascination. "I'm going to put my finger in your mouth," she said. "Don't you bite me, George. Don't you dare bite me." Glug, glug, sniff, sniff, sniff. She tentatively moved her right index finger along the curve of the hook. My head back and mouth wide open. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Slowly, a quarter of an inch. Glug, glug. Carefully, half an inch. Gently. Oh, for goodness sake, George, keep still. The audience of onlookers chuckled, giggled, and laughed. Glug, glug, glug. Don't you be sick of me, George, Mum warned, as her finger continued on its journey toward the darkest depth of my mouth. Gentle, gently, easy, easy, almost there, almost there. Got it. Tears welled in my eyes and I wiped them away with the backs of my hands. Sniff, sniff, sniff. The gathered crowd dissipated as quickly as they had arrived. Pardon me. Murmuring, chuckling and shaking their heads. Mum grabbed my right hand and marched briskly out of the store, saying testily, "How could you embarrass me like that, you stupid, silly boy?" "I'm all right now, Mum," I thought as she tugged on my arm. Ellen Webster wasn't just cranky. She was spitting chips. "Just you wait until we get home, young man. Just you wait." I'd like a dollar in today's currency, but it would have been 10 shillings for every time I had heard my mother say that, or "Wait until your father gets home." Nothing ever happened when Dad got home. I don't think she even told him what had gone on. It was just an idle threat. If things weren't bad enough as they were, it was just to make you feel worse. Oh dear. Well, now, excuse me. Oh, I put it away. Doesn't matter. I was going to. You've already seen the little, what's it call it, thingamajig. Where is it? Oh, come here. Yeah, I showed you that, didn't I? Did I show it to you out of the box? I don't know if I did. You've probably seen one before, and I'm probably wasting my time. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. It's a neat. Why is it on? Why is that on? It's recording too. Press the delete button right there. Yes. Turn it off. Why is it on? Sensitive as that came on. Anyhow, there it is. I decided to keep it because I did record the Superman theme that went on to yesterday's upload, and I was happy to get it done. It was something I wanted to do, and I got it done. But anyhow, I decided to keep this because I am losing my mind. There is no two ways about it, and I'm forgetting all the time. So I decided that from now on I'm going to use this and make notes. The only thing is, I've got to remember how to use it. No, I'm kidding. No, I decided to be a handy little thing. And my friend Glenda, aka GK Frallon, said that maybe you could make an audio book. Or maybe I could. I don't know. Anyhow, I'll put that down. So, well, that's about it. I want to thank you for watching. I know it was only a short reading, but I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, which will probably be tomorrow, bye for now.